I feel like I've disappointed my church people because I feel I take the poll that I was going to be available today, but I totally forgot that I had any evening commitments today. And I just got a call when I was trying to eat my first meal of the day by 8 p.m. and it wasn't even like a meal. It was 8:15 and I just wanted to have some chicken breast. So I just brought out some chicken breast from the stock I made yesterday. It's like, let me just throw this in the microwave, grill it, and just eat that to bed because it's already late for me to start eating anything. I wasn't hungry throughout today. I didn't feel hunger, so I didn't eat. At night, my mouth was lonely. I was just in the kitchen trying to have my first meal of the day, and I got a call from church like, "Where are you? Are you still coming?" I'm coming to it. So that's when I was like, "Oh, church!" And then they said that I offered to watch the kids today, and there's only one lady there, and there are so many kids. I want to go like, yeah, she can handle it. One. Option 2, they can get a parent from the church to join her there, to watch the kids. And thirdly, why are you guys having church that starts by 7:30? I still haven't gotten used to it. Now, why do I think she can handle it? Because I've been there before where on one of the days when I was supposed to watch the kids, I was the only person there and I had to watch all the kids. There's not much to do. It's not like Nigerian children class where you have to start teaching the children Christian stuff and Bible stuff. This one is just to watch the kids play. So the kids are playing, doing their own thing. You're just making sure they don't get hurt and they don't beat each other. I've done it before and I just figured someone should be able to do it too. I mean, I'm tiny and those kids were climbing on my back and I had anemia at the time, but I still carried those kids. So I'm sure any healthy person can do that. That was one. Number 2, get a parent from the church to stay with that person. I mean, how hard can it be? It takes me an hour to get to church by public transportation. And it would take a parent 1 minute to leave the church and go to the back. Yes, the parent didn't volunteer before now, but catch my logic. You want someone who is far away, 1 hour away, 1 hour plus, to come by and watch the kids. But you can always have a parent whose child is already there. Just go there and watch her kid. I know your question will be like, then why did she come to church if she wouldn't be in church? Then I would ask you, so why do I have to go to church to just watch kids when I could be in the big church as well, praying? So I had an aunt in church that said, you've never really enjoyed Tuesday fellowship. You always just go and stay with the kids. And I just I just feel like I just want to stay and watch the kids. Not like I don't like to be in church praying, but let's get back to my logic. I'm like, why is it important for someone else who has offered and maybe forgotten to compulsorily show up, even if it will take 1 hour plus, when you could just go into the church, pick any parent out of the 100 people there and say, come help us watch the kids? I also feel very bad. This is my number 3 question, that I feel sleepy right now. Like, I don't know how people can keep kids past 9 p.m. Past 8 p.m. From 8, I'm already sleepy. Like, I want to go. I want to sleep. I just want to close my eyes. And people keep their kids late. And you know the funny part? When church closes around, is it 10:30, 10 o'clock? There are people that don't leave on time. They stay there and talk till it's 11 before they start going home. And these are kids that have to be in school tomorrow. So even if it's just once a week, these kids are getting used to keeping their eyes open at night. Not to mention the bigger kids there just hold on to their phones throughout. So you already have kids that their eyes are glued to their phones, and then kids that have to stay awake for that long. So there's a likelihood that these kids go home and don't even sleep anyway. They still have their eyes glued to their phones. There's physiological damage pending as well as psychological. Physically, I read that there's something that could happen to people's brains in the future, children's brains in the future. Physiological change in the form of the brain of kids who consistently watch their phones. And we all already know that aging comes with not having enough sleep, aging fast. And I think that kind of explains why, since I got to this country and many parts of the world outside of Africa, I see that young people look old. Many young people look old. And it isn't about the makeup, it's about the fact that they have eye bags already and dark circles. And I'm not saying it's because their parents kept them awake for long while they were kids, but that there's this thing with being so used to nightlife. There are people who do nightlife in Africa, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't me, it wasn't my thing. And when you see people who are just always doing this nightlife thing, especially the young people, it's not a flex. They look tired, they look exhausted, and they always need some form of stimulant, always looking for stimulants, going from coffee to alcohol to smoking to vaping, always looking for stimulants. Yet, the moment to sleep, they're wide awake. So, I feel like the best thing for them to do is go into the church, tell someone to come out and watch the kids. It's that simple. Like, I don't know, I just get really confused when people just can't do the simple thing. I said 100 people in church, but there are about 200 for evening church. Why can't they just go in there? Even if it's not a parent, pick someone from the ushering. I mean, you don't want to miss out on church. I don't want to miss out on church either. I know I offered to come. I'm sorry, but I forgot and I'm far away in my house. And you started already. And I'm going to be 2 hours late by the time I get there. So what is the point? Okay, let me just go to bed because all this talking on YouTube is not going to fix the problem. Good night. And please allow your kids to sleep and offer to watch your kids. I mean, it's a joy to watch your own kids if the person who's supposed to watch them isn't there. And it's not like you're doing anything, you're just there in church to pray. If you miss Tuesday, you catch up on Sunday. I mean, I've done that for a long time. Just one day is not going to spoil my reputation. I mean, it isn't just one day. You know, there was actually a day that this same thing happened and I just left my house. I started running all the way down. I'm in a different era now. I'm in the era of looking cute to church. I mean, I don't want to just get up and just go looking shabby. I'm not in my happy dress up highest self mode. Good night.